Today I am making homemade egg tempera paint. This will last forever once dry. Now, did you know the history of this type of paint? It's quite interesting. Egg tempera was very popular with the early Renaissance painters. Now, this was like between 400 and 600 years ago. Now, it was very popular with them until oil paint was introduced or invented. So to make this egg tempera paint, the artists used pigments, like powdered pigments, so like spices. They ground up rocks, sticks, anything that could create a color. Then they added water and egg. Now the egg made sure that this type of paint lasted forever. So in order to make this type of paint, we have a few ingredients. We have eggs, and we're just going to be using the egg yolks. We have small containers, and they're actually old applesauce containers I like to reuse. We have a paintbrush to paint, and liquid watercolors or food coloring. Today I'm going to be using food coloring. So the first step is to separate the yolks from the egg whites when we crack the egg. We're going to put one yolk in each container. Well, that's the real recipe, but for this video, I'm going to put half a yolk in each container. So I separated the yolks from the whites. You can use the whites for something else, maybe in cooking. It's important to take the membrane, actually the yolk sac, out. So it's just the stuff inside, so it's just the yellow parts. The next step is add the food coloring to the yolks. Now it's all up to you however many drops of food coloring you want to put in. I'll put a few in. It all depends on how dark you want the paint. I'm going to put in 3. The blue looks a little green, because as we know, when you add yellow to blue, it makes green. So I'm going to add 2 more drops. And it looks a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to start painting. I'm going to be using an old paintbrush. It's food, and I want to make sure that it doesn't ruin any of my good paintbrushes. An important thing to remember is when you do wash your brush, make sure you use soap, because it'll harden and you won't be able to use it ever again. So I still have some colors left over. What I'm going to do is mix them. So remember, in order to make orange, you mix yellow and red. So I'm going to get some red. You get some orange there. Remember, it's always good to add a little bit of dark to light and light to dark, because you won't really be able to see it. And I'll make some purple. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue to the purple, to the red. I think that went amazing for my very first time making egg tempera paint. And if you choose to make yours at home, you're more than welcome to send them to me through my Facebook page. I'm really excited to see what you guys can come up with. I hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you soon.